Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Wednesday morning? Hope you all are doing great. I myself am loving the fact that I have nothing to do. I had to call the ISP yesterday and get them to reset the modem. And after they did that, it seems to have been acting better. I'm not going to jinx it, but I've also had to move inside closer to the Wi-Fi router / modem. They've got a weird setup here in this building. Every room has its own broadband connection, Wi-Fi connection, so I think they've got them kind of limited for the range so that they don't overlap with the next room. Because I'm not picking up a bunch around me, so I don't think they're broadcasting very strongly. So I've moved in by the kitchen area at the bar to try to combat that. Hopefully get a better stream today than we did yesterday. Y'all know it doesn't make me happy when things don't work correctly. By the way, good morning, Mr. Ed, Mr. Clint, Mr. Pete, Mr. Hope you gentlemen are doing great this morning. So far, so good with the green lights on my stream down here. So yesterday, I carried a couple of integrals, one being my NX I'm not sure if they've done that, mister, but they've got some kind of weird something going on with the connections here. And I have searched and even picked a lock on a door here that had a digital lock on it that I couldn't get into to see if it was in there. I was trying to find where I could plug up an Ethernet cable directly, and I can't even find the Wi-Fi router, so I don't know what they've done. Maybe they built them in internally. Maybe it's just a tiny one. It's a relay. I don't know. But it's totally weird. But anyway, I carried this in my front pocket yesterday. And then in my back pocket, I carried my Anthem. Love this little knife. It's good and thin. It's a perfect back pocket knife. Such good smooth action. Perfect action, actually. Perfect lockup. So yesterday, that's what I had in the pocket. Tomorrow, we get to shape this and get this looking better. So I've got it laying here. I wanted to show y'all something here. Let's see, where are we at? Discord mirror. Not used to working off my laptop, so it takes me a second to get used to how everything looks, so this was my current situation a little while ago, just sitting there looking down at the beach and the water. And then this is my current setup. Well, actually, I didn't send my setup picture. I've got all my knives laid out on the table here, and you can see the bar behind in that picture there. I thought I took one of my actual current situation, but I didn't. Here, let me take one real quick. So yeah, I'm set up on the bar because it's centrally located in the unit. And let's see, share to Discord, stuff for channel, send. So yeah, right here is where I'm set up at the moment. Got my light, my camera, laptop sitting over to the side. So I'm just lounging in the middle. So you won't hear the waves crashing around this morning, but you might get a better connection this time. So that matters more than anything to me. I do need to do a little sorting of my knife cases, so I started doing that a little bit this morning. Which your knife almost looks like the stream. Oh, the Steam. Is that Steam logo? With the beaker behind. Oh, the Stream logo. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what that looks like. I can't even remember. Let's see. Firefox on, open. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that logo. Why is Firefox not showing up now? Love new setups. All right, so yeah, it does kind of look like the logo. So yesterday, I got a message from Mr. JT saying that this knife had finally been released for the masses. Let's see, where did it just open? What in the world? Why is it acting crazy? Is this, what browser is this? Oh, it opened in Edge. Now my laptop wants to open links from Discord into Edge, so that messes me up. But yeah, this knife was released finally yesterday. The Keras. And White Mountain Knives has it for $199, and when you use my 10% off code, it takes off $19.99. So it makes it $179, I believe. So yeah, getting it for $179 from waiting just a little while is a lot better than the $260 or whatever it was for the prototype. Save $80. That instantly makes it a better knife in my opinion. But I did order one. If y'all haven't ordered one and you like it, there it is. Super cool looking knife. Can't remember exactly what the prototype price was on the Artisan website, but let's see. Artisan Cutlery. Prototype. So yeah, the Keras was $266 on their website, so you can save $86 if you didn't have to have it the day the prototype was released. So that's pretty cool. So I got one of those ordered. Let's see, what else to talk about? I have just been relaxing. I'm going to the pool and hot tub today, and possibly the beach. Pocket check. Let's see. Let's go back to the Discord for a second. Well, why is it not filling the whole screen? I guess because the Discord maybe is shaped a little weird. I don't know. It's weird. I've got it set at home, of course, to fill the whole screen. See if I can fix it a little better. Or it doesn't show so many edges. Still showing. I don't know. That's weird. All right. That's better at least. I think. All right. Let me lock that. So, pocket checks today. Mr. Ed last night, dazed. Let's see. Robin posted. Here's the ones I posted yesterday. I posted this picture too. Pretty cool shot. You can see the beach through the mesh there of the chair and water in the background. Then Mr. Robin posted this beautiful knife. Is that a custom knife factory maybe? I'm not sure what knife that is actually. No. What is this knife? What is that knife? Somebody tell me. Morning, Sever 7. I'm not sure what that knife is actually. pretty though. I wish it looked like that on both sides, kind of. Oh, it's a, well, what is that logo? One of you people that are, oh, is that a, yes, I thought it was a CKF maybe. That's what I said at the beginning, so I was right. Good. Beautiful knife. And then Mr. Dazed posted a fin rear, tenable fin rear, looks like. And then Mr. Ed posted a concept and a Tucson. Super cool, super cool. I'm so glad, knock on wood, the stream is working better this morning so far. We're 11 minutes in and I've had green the entire time, so maybe moving inside was the thing to do. Like I said, they have a really weird setup here. There's no password on any of the Wi-Fi's. It's just matched to the room or the unit that you're in. So it says unit number, and all the units have their own Wi-Fi, but yet I can't pick up the people above me or below, or there's nobody, well, there's one floor above me. I can't pick up the people above me or below me. So it's really weird how they have it limited. So I guess me being all the way out there on the balcony yesterday was the main reason. But they also, when they resetted the modem, it changed the speed dramatically. So that needs to be done every now and then regardless. And then here is another pocket check. It looks like a whatchamacallit, honey badger. I don't know what kind of knife it is though, but the texture on the handles remind me of the, yeah, it is, I believe. I love my little honey badger. That's a cool knife. Something else with their network that really sucks is I can't get my remote cam. Oh, Ed, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. You're right. I've got one of those Satori's behind me here. I thought it was the Tucson. I looked at a Tucson that looked very similar yesterday or a few days ago, and I couldn't remember if I had one already. But it's the one with the lines on it with the crazy looking blade. You see if I can actually find it. Tucson. I'm just going to type Tucson. I believe you've got one with the. It's got the lines on the side like that. It is not a new model, but a newer model. It popped up on my eBay feed, which I still haven't gotten a 559 yet. I cannot remember the name of that knife though. You might beat me to it thinking about it. I think it has a little bit of a weird shaped blade too, like maybe a harpoon on it, but it's just got straight lines going down the side of the scales. Yeah, I'll be here forever scrolling through White Mountain Knives Tucsons. I can't remember exactly. I wonder if I wonder if I went to eBay. I probably did a search for like Tucson and M390. That's a very common search of mine. But it looks a lot like that Satori. Yeah, it's kind of flat on the sides like that one a little bit, but it's got those lines. And I believe the lines are offset a little bit, like there's one on one line and then two that line up, go past it, and then they're not exactly like the Satori. I need to rearrange some of my boxes here because I've got everything kind of scattered at the moment. But right here, yeah, I've got the I've got that same knife right here, so I don't know why I didn't recognize it. Is it the TS220? Yeah, I bet it is. I think it is a 220. Let me see. That sounds probably like it. TS220. Yes, that is it, Ed. Good call. That's the one that I thought it was, because I just kind of glanced at it. And I knew it had some kind of weird hump on the back of the blade. But it does not have a compound grind like this Satori does. But yeah, thank you, Ed. I knew you'd remember which one it was. I tried to describe it best I could, just from memory. But I love this. The only thing about these knives is they're guillotines. They will bite you. Like, they just want to drop. And I hate the fact they've got that little bitty tiny slight recurve right there. I've been tempted to file mine out just by going straight across. I don't know if you can tell, it's just got a slight little tiny recurve. And I want to put a fuller in mine so it's more like the original. There's a couple floating around on Reddit that somebody's done that to. I've talked about that before, but the original has a fuller in it. So if we go look at the if we type in custom knife factory, whoops, Satori. So it has a fuller that runs down the blade right there. And I think it looks a lot better with the fuller. That is not the same model with the milled scale, but let's see, this one is, I believe. No, that still has the, let's see, Satori. Not seeing the one with the milled hand. Oh, there it is. There's one with the same handle, but Damascus blade, and that one does not have a fuller. So maybe they were going after the Damascus blade version. But here's one with the Damascus blade with the fuller. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. And here's one with the Damascus blade again without the fuller. So I guess they made them both ways, with the fuller and without the fuller. Aha, there's the model that I want though, or that I want mine to look like. Yes, Sever7, I saw that you sent me a request. It confused me a little bit yesterday, but I wanted to congratulate you. Congrats on that. Y'all all go and join Sever7's Kitu site. I mean, Instagram, sorry. Make sure to do that. And if y'all don't mind hitting that like button this morning, that'd be awesome. Since we are managing to maintain a little bit better of a stream this morning. I got super mad yesterday about all that, and I shouldn't have let it get to me. trying to be on vacation, but you know, I'm not really a perfectionist, but I know that I like things to run smoothly if possible, and I knew it wasn't anything I was doing, so, but it still did make me mad. See, I'm gonna pull out a few knives real quick just to get them just kind of sorted. I think I might sort my clone box here real quick. So let's pull out a few. Let's see, how much room do I have here in the camera. We'll pull out all my first couple of rows here and do some reorganizing on stream and look at some knives while we're doing it. I really want to get the titanium version of this one, the Pero. I like this carbon fiber because it's light. It's kind of cool, but they make a titanium version. Quite a bit more expensive, but a lot nicer, in my opinion. It's kind of cutting off those knives, huh? Oh well. Morning, John. Are you back home yet, sir? All right. I think that's got all my... I need to try to find some more Shiro green thorns, but this is a random lion steel clone that I got. It is not the best quality. This one is a nice one. Let's see. Aha! So here's another GT that needs to go with the other GTs. And then these are my Grail clones. I will start a line down here with my Grail clones. I need to empty this box really quick and try to get it repacked where I'll know where stuff is. Oh, you're heading home this afternoon, John? That's awesome. Let's see what we got here. There's my Haptic. There's my Shamwari. This is another random one. All right. Let's see. This is my VCF, which I love. VCP. I don't know why I said VCF. VCP. And then we get into the winter blades that I wanted to keep, which are these three, I believe. Yep. I got my 3 winter blades that I want to keep. Then I got my 3 JB Stout that I want to keep. Then I got another Spyderco that goes with that lion steel. They're both kind of made by the same. Put this one up here. That is a green thorn also, so I probably should keep it close. Then I got my little morning, everybody. Is the streams working okay? Can y'all give me a 5x5 to let me know things are working good? It's that RJ Martin clone. I did not bring them all, but I brought a lot of them on vacation. You can see right here in this picture that I did bring all my, I've got all 5 of my hard cases. I've got 4 of them on the table here behind me, all opened up. I was going to use this time that I have off to kind of get my cases sorted again and get everything back in order. So, did not bring everything, but I did bring a lot. And I had room in the car, so why not? All right, then I just found my Bodacious. I'm going to keep all my Spydercos somewhere else. Then I got my one Lamia that I kept. It's kind of weird not having every version of every knife anymore because I decided to get rid of them all. I used to have 4 of these, now I've just got 1. But I guess that's part of thinning the herd. Here's another Spyderco that should go with my titanium Spydercos. I don't think I'm going to keep my titanium Spydercos in the clone box because they don't count. But here's another green thorn. So it should go up here with the green thorns. And and this is Laconico. So I kind of want to put it with another Laconico, which I've got another Laconico here, the Jasmine. That one's got a coke spot on it or something too. This is a prime example of where I need to start putting that wax on some knives. So that one's getting a mark on it. I don't know what that is. Turn up this light just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what that mark is. Probably rust. Aha, here's an integral that needs to go with my integrals. Next to my SMF 3V. That is not an integral. Yeah, sorting knives can be a pain in the butt, but that needs to go with my integrals. I knew there was some in here that didn't belong. All right, there's my relative clone next to a cheaper ZT clone. But I like this ZT. What are y'all, what new knives have y'all gotten this week? What's going on in y'all's knife world? I'm going to put ones over here that do not go back in this box. I'm only about halfway through this box. For some reason, I kept both of these. I guess because they got different blade shapes and I like them both. Good morning, Fred. I'm just glad this stream. And then this is my M390, one of my Ariuses. I've got a bunch of those. Aha, here's the one Cortex I kept. It's kind of weird. I think I've had 3 or 4 of those and I've only kept one. This is another little Spyderco, but this is a green thorn. So it's kind of, where do I keep it? With the green thorns? I think I'll keep it with the green thorns. Here's another Spyderco. So they need to go somewhere else. You got an Excalibur and a Kaiser Seagull? Oh, that's awesome. Have you not had an Excalibur before, Fred? I figured you would have had one by now. The Kaiser Seagull is another one. I've seen it, but I'm not completely familiar with it. Which version of the Excalibur did you get? The full decked out Damascus clips and stuff? Kaiser Seagull. I don't remember exactly which one this one is. Okay. Oh, that's a cool looking little knife. Looks like a cross between like the well, can't even think now. The Bulldog kind of like the Bulldog handle with a different blade shape. That's cool, Fred. Oh, you had a big issue with Kunwu? You got the aluminum seagull. What was your big issue with Kunwu? The aluminium. That looks white almost. Huh. That white and black look good together, or the silver and black. That's awesome. There's me. Wrong button. I need to shave. All right, I think all my rosies need to go somewhere else too. Pre-order. Got to get rid of some rosies too. I forgot I even had this webcam added to the OBS. At least y'all didn't have to look at me long. All right, there's all my rosies behind the computer. Y'all can't see those. Then I got another couple of nice ones. I love these Spartan Harseys. Oh, wow. Yeah, that stinks, Fred. When you pre-order something especially, you would think they would rush you one since you helped them get the money up. I love this knife. This is one of my favorite older clones. But yeah, that really stinks when you help a company get their money together to make them and you don't get nothing. That's not good customer service. See what else we got here. All right. So we got another. I've been keeping these together because they were anoded by the same guy. They're the same color. They both have skiff bearings in them. And they have some of the best action of any knives I've got. So I've always kept these two together. But I probably should separate them. I don't know. Maybe not. This is the rat, right? I believe this is the rat. Sever? Is that not the rat? The slice rat? Pretty sure. And this is the something else I got not long ago. The cards 5. Yeah, the rat is sweet. I did the lightning anno on that clip. Wanted to add a little something to it. It's only got thumb studs on one side. I have not flipped them over for a reverse flick because it just, I think it's going to be too close to the blade. I mean, to the scales. It sits right against the scales on this side. I don't know if you can see that. And there is a gap on this side, so I left it on this side. But yeah, this is a sweet little knife. This is another weird Dr. Death cheap. It's a collabo between Shirogorov and somebody else. I can't remember. It's not John Gray. It's got a weird blade on it though. You can see that patterning. Not bad. They made nicer clones of this. I'm looking to find one eventually. And I guess this one should go with the Shiro since it is a Shiro, so I'll leave it up here and put it back in there. Then I got one of the worst. Yeah, Tom Mayo, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. It is Tom Mayo. It's called the Russian Dr. Death. And this is one of the worst and best clones that's come out this last year. The Transient one. And I'm kind of glad because I like the guy that runs Transient. I'm glad these didn't come out buttery smooth. Hey, Pete, did you get that delivery? I think I asked about it yesterday, but I never heard from you. I guess you did. And then I got my two Zons. The Transient, you can what? You can front flip it. Oh, it's all good, Pete. I was just making sure that you got it. Then I got some of my older ones that are harder to find now. The SBKF and the SBSP. I don't remember if this is the SBKF or the SBSP, but these are both of those. This one has the FU on it. I sanded it off because I didn't like it, but it's still there in the background. I didn't finish sanding it. I don't know if y'all can see it in certain angles of the light, but it does say the F off still on there. This one's cool, and then this is the other Marfione Borka, and this one is almost impossible to flip. That's a cool little knife too. People always want to buy these from me, but of course I don't want to sell very often. Then I got my two Veros, the mini and the regular. Those are both super cool. Pete, what did you think of that other knife I sent you? Have you had one of those little cheap Shiros? I sent Pete a free Shiro. That's what I was asking about more than anything. Oh, wait a minute. I said I had. Oh, yeah. This isn't the Cortex. This is the FSD. All right. Well, it can go in the box next to the Cortex now. And then I got the neutralizer that can go with them too. I guess I got two of those, huh? No? But I do have some other ones. All right, so this is another Hinderer that needs to go with this other ZT. Basically same looking knives. So they will go back in the case together. And this is my all right, I'll put the neutralizer with the Cortexes and the mini FSD. These will go. I've got these next to my. What is this one? This is that Monkeys. Okay, this one needs to go with the other. All right, that one can go there. Then I got my Chris Reeves and my Chavez. Aha. And I kept my. I sold my other version of this. The guy wanted the non chisel ground one, so I sold it and kept my chisel grind. And I guess this is the only, besides my Zons, It's the only other Chris Reeves I kept. But I do have my 2 Chavez, my 229 kickstop and my 228. There's a big giant guy. This is another one that's hard to find. And if you like big knives and cannot lie, this is a good one. It's a real big boy compared to the 229. It's quite a bit bigger. It looks like a whole nother league of knife. So these two need to go back in the box together. I've almost got everything pulled out of the box, and I can start repackaging the box with everything where it goes, not next to each other. I got one last row back here. And that includes a big giant K2 Spyderco, which is pretty dang big knife. All my big knives live in the back row back here. This is my Rad Knives Shepherd, but it is not as big as the K2, but it is a big boy too. Let's see, that's my coffee. I'm running out of space now. I'll show you. Give me just a second. And I'll show you what I've got happening with the counter space. Then I've got one of my favorite knives, the Diamondback. This is a super cool knife. I am Sever 7. You got one for cheap? Or did you find one for sale? And then this is my Skike Rogue Shark. Yeah, I want one, Sever. And this is my Marauder H. These are all my big boys in the back here. That's a Hillberg. Then I got my full track Hinderer. I should probably put it with the other Hinderer and ZTs. I'll put it right there. And then I got my Doc SOCOM, or no, yeah, I got that one. 2 more, and then I can start packing the case. All right. Sorry, I got that wasn't the Doc. Then I got this one, and I got my Marfione Warhound. All right. So, this is my situation so far. Right now, I've got everything scattered on the counter. Let's see. Whoops, wrong button. Share, Discord, stuff for channel, boom. All right, so right now, this is what I've got going on. It's kind of a pain, but I've got all the knives laid out on the bar here and grouped together how they could go back in there together, along with my rosies behind there and everything else kind of scattered. I've been sorting them as I've been pulling them out. And then behind me, I've got a empty case ready to ready to get filled back up. And it is, dang, that photo exceeds size. Discord sucks sometimes with the photos, with the photo and video size. You have to like shrink them down and some more stuff. I'm not used to doing a whole stream without a cigarette either, and I can't smoke in here, that's for sure. Why did that not show up? Huh. That's weird. Must have sent it somewhere else. There it is. So now I got that case all empty, ready to pack back up. I know y'all are super excited about that. No, Fred, I don't have nitro. I need to either get it or get somebody to help donate and get it or something. But I have to shrink down all my videos using a compression app. Yeah, Pineapple Fanta is pretty good, Nick. All right, so front row has been my Shiros for a while now, but I've got two more. Let me go see if I can find them real quick. Be right back. All right, yeah, I did find them, but they're the two that I usually don't keep with all the other Shiros because they're lower quality. But I also found the new Mini Quantum. We're going to work on finishing this mod tomorrow after we sand the we're going to fix the where I started taking this down to where you can reverse flick it. It does work better, but the D10 is a little strong on this thing, so it doesn't want to work too good. So I'm going to finish rounding that one off. But these two, I guess I'll throw at the end of all the Shiros, just so they're all together. They're titanium, and they're, you know, they are what they are. And it kind of goes with this one. This one's a little cheaper too. So all three of these I'll put at the end. Let's start off with the two carbon fiber ones. So, we got those two. Then we'll put the neon, because it's got carbon fiber. Then we'll put the couple of big boys here. We'll put these two. Then we'll put these two. And then I will come back around the corner with these three. And we got one more Shiro. I guess I should put with the Shiros. That's a cheaper one too, so it'll go good next to these three. And I need to leave a place for the Mini Quantum, because after I mod it, I will want it to go back there. And then we got the other three cheaper Shiros. All right, so that made some room. Then we got a couple of Laconicos and a VECP. And let's see what else would go good with those. Maybe the Mac and the Lamia and the RJ Martin. Those would go good together. And maybe the Barker the Barker and the VCP go good together. Kind of organizing your knives is kind of weird sometimes. You have to think about what kind of goes together. But I like that choice. I'll put this one, this one, this one, and this one. And this one on this row. Then I will put these two together. Then beside that, I will put my two Orla-Mitchis. All right, we're getting down there a little better. Got my Spartan. Got my two. Oh, this is a green thorn. Need to put it with the green thorns. All right. Yeah. So what are y'all getting in new this week? I know y'all told me what you were carrying today a little bit, but what are you actually getting in new? All right, we got my Chavez, my Zons. All right, Chris Reeves. Chris Reeves all fit perfect there. Got my full track, two hinderers. Put back here. All right. Then I got my Emerson and my two Chavez. This is going to be definitely a new order for stuff. Maybe I can finally find stuff. Oh, I forgot about my Grail row. I usually keep them in the front. Guess I'll have to make a middle row for all my Grail stuff. These 5 or 6. These right here go in their own row. All right, got those out of the way. Now I got to figure out this one, this one, this one, and this one can go together. Since I got 3 spots, that's perfect. Next to my Grail ones. All 3 of those went together. Then we got some other stuff. Let's see, got all my big boys that can go back in the back again. But I think I want to put this one with the Spydercos. Oh yeah, we have the Satori. Needs to go. I'll put it with those 3. Then I got all my big boys that need to go back in the back. So I'll put those back in the back like they were. Make sure to have all the blades facing the same way. You don't have to, but it kind of irks me when I don't do it. All right, getting there. Then I got my Rosies back behind there, and my 2 Marfiones. They can go back here in the back with the big boys. All right. I've got 3 integrals that need to go back. I guess these 2 are kind of different. Guess I'll put them by themselves up here closer to the front. Then I need one that's excellent by itself. I guess this one. All right. Then we got a couple of Lion Steel. So put those 2 together. Put my 3 winter blades together. Along with the 3 JB Stouts. Then I have one place the transient can go good there. All right. Then we'll start this other row with the mini FSD, Cortex, Spartan Harsey, the Satori, the M390 Arius, my 2 butter smooth knives. Oh, that wasn't the transient I put up. What did I put back here? Put something I thought, oh, that was a neutralizer. All right, that's fine. All right, got all that cleared up. Now I just got some Spydercos that I got to put with my other titanium Spydercos. I've got all my Rosies that I've decided to keep so far, but I'm going to get rid of a few more of them, I think. There's kind of a reason why I kept each one of those. And then I got my 3 integrals that I need to put with the rest of the integrals and my 2 Veros. So I have made progress. All right. Put the 2 Veros. I need something that's by itself. Actually, I'll just start a whole new row back here. With all my Rosies. And I think I'm going to have some empty slots in this thing now that I pulled out some of these Spydercos and these integrals. Yes, I've got 10 slots now that I can put other good clones in there if I run across them. And that was something else I was wanting to do. Yeah, Nick, that reminds me. Let me grab my other. So I meant to recase some of these too. So these are my other Spydercos that I like. Let me get my 3 integrals out of the way over here. But I've got these stovepipe. These are all my titanium / carbon fiber. So that's the Drunken. That's the military. There's 2 PM2 titaniums and 2 para 3 titaniums. So yeah, I think that's everything as far as titanium. But yeah, this little stovepipe is an awesome little knife. So these all need to go together for sure. And I've got a few more that I kept that are clones for one reason or another that are not titanium. And that is the Capybara. I don't remember what this one's called. Yeah, Spidey Chef is awesome too. I love the shape of it. I just like Swish or whatever his name is, Slice. Then I got this one, which is a Tanto PM2, which I did the stone washing on the blade. So I kept these, and then this is a Sage that feels really good. It's got really good action. So I kept one Manix 2 that feels really good too. It's got perfect action, good lockup. So I kept both of those. Whoops. So these are all my Keeper Spydercos clones that I've gotten rounded up now. And actually there's a few more. This is one of the ones that's my favorite. I cannot remember the model on this one. This is another Shaman that I got. that just has buttery smooth action. And then this is a special edition Para 3 lightweight that has great action too. So those are all my, everything else Spyderco I'm getting rid of. So then I've got one of the OK Knives PM2 with real blade steel with the square hole that nobody likes. It's the OK 81, yeah. And this one just has VG10, but it is real VG10, and it's got pretty good action. When I got it, they forgot to cut this out, so I cut it out. It had the line for it, but they didn't ever finish it. So I sanded that out to make access to the compression lock. But that kind of lives with all my Spyderco clones because it has no other home. And then I sold some Microtechs. I sold one of each of these, but I kept one of each of these too. Because I love the MSI and the Stitch. And these are both good beater versions. So these have lived with these Spydercos in their case, but they need to go in a different case because they've been occupying a case that holds like, they've been occupying this case. And as you see the sticker, it says Spyderco and Microtech. But this one has room for a ton of knives. And it's only had these knives in it. So, and I hate this case. These are the ones where they have the little tiny slots here, a little bit bigger here. And then, whoops, sorry. And then it's got these big pockets over here that are good for nothing. So maybe I should leave I keep wanting to try to pull this up. Maybe I should leave these in here since they don't work good for other knives. See if we can get these packaged in here. And these bigger ones have big slots. So let's put all the titanium ones in here. Let's see where we got Bodacious, PM2. Maybe I should keep, I don't know, it's weird. Stovepipe. All right, that's got those 8 right there. And then I will try to put the rest of them in here, although I don't think they'll fit. I hate these cases. I will never buy one of these again. Let's see if I can get them in here. So there's the military. I'm gonna skip a spot. There's the drunken. Skip a spot. There's another PM2. Here's another Para 3. And I've only got these left. Let's see. Got these left. So we got to get these in here somehow. All right. We will start with the Tonto PM2, the Mannix, the Sage, the Capara or whatever it is. And we got to find a spot for this to fit. It could probably go, I could probably put that one right there and put this one kind of right here without them hitting each other. Or actually, I could probably put it between these two. These cases suck though. Don't ever get these ones with these multi-sized So they make one that has all the same size. They have these on all of them instead of these 5 and 6. Like, I don't know what knives they think you can get in here, but I've actually got to get these 2 in here. So I'll just put that one there and that one there. Oh, I got one more. We'll put it over here. These things suck though. All right. And then I got my 2, actually, let me do a little something different here. Took my 2 Microtech clones that I'm keeping up here. I'll break these straps, but ask me if I care. All right, move this one down. Then we'll throw this one in the middle here. Yeah, I hope these straps break because then I can throw it away. All right. I got all those packaged back up, and I can leave the sticker on there that says Spyderco and Microtech. Let's go look at some new knives now. What's coming out new this month? Everybody's left already anyway, so not but a few people left. That's all right. We're doing our vacation stream. I don't care. I'm remaining consistent. It might not be action packed, but it's here. Morning, Robin. If y'all don't mind hitting that thumbs up button, that'd be awesome. Let's go see what's going on new at Knife Center. See, knives, new folders. Heretic Manticore. That Pariah manual looks pretty nice. I like the blade grind on that one. And I like the fact that it's a manual instead of an auto. It's got that nice ball clip on it. Yeah, that's a nice looking knife. Oh, Sever 7, yeah. You mentioned that a few times about how you like me doing streams, going through collections. I'm sure it drives some people nuts, but this crystal tie one, I wish I could change this color on this without, sorry. I'm playing with knives, but this crystal tie one, I wish I could get that fade off of there, although it doesn't look bad. But it's another integral, so it just adds to the collection. I don't know what I'm going to carry today. This one is not bad on the action, being on washers. You have to pretty much sling it closed though, or push it closed. It's better to just go like that, but I like that knife. It's a cool knife. I love this little knife though, man. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. And I'm glad I put the clip on it that's not that big crazy clip that comes with it. I love this Anthem. It's a lot more, it's so solid. Like that's the, I don't know, it being an integral and this lock with the, you know, with the coil spring down in there is so strong. Like it feels different than a lot of other crossbar lock knives. It's just so solid. And this one has better action than the clone, even though I don't want to admit it. It's a clone, Robin. But man, I don't see it's real M390, and I don't know how the original could be any better, because this one is absolutely perfect. Centering is perfect, lockup is perfect, fit and finish is perfect. It's got M390 blade steel. Like, I just can't fathom. It's already close to $200 for these knives, so I think the original is what, $600 or $700. I just don't see it being 3 times as good. There's no way. No way. All right, back to Knife Center we go. See what else is new, but that's a beauty. Whoops. I really like the fact that it's manual. I'm going to sell my Heretic Auto. Here's some diamond emulsion leather conditioner. Les George fixed blade, huh? Defiant 7. Hadn't seen that one yet. 3V injection molded polymer handles. At least the stream has been yeah, I didn't say it was exactly like the original, Nick. I said it's as good as the original. I'm sure there's some differences that you could tell if you had the other one side by side, especially with like the blade grind, probably something. But as far as quality wise, I don't see it being there's no way it can be 3 times as good. It could be a little different. That's definitely the case, but such a perfect knife. The thinness of it, the fact it's an integral. I mean, I just can't find any flaws with this one. And the action is just so smooth, like, and it doesn't, I don't know, it makes a good sound. It's got a great click. Yeah. I'm just glad the stream is working today. So moving inside was definitely the key. All right, back to new knives. Yeah, I didn't know Les George had a fixed blade. Let's see. Zero blade play shadow. What we got going on here? Is that a new version? The shadow? I guess so. I like how Knife Center has their pictures placed correctly, where when you go full screen with them, they fit perfectly on the screen. A lot of companies don't do that, but they got them to where they're fitting perfectly in a browser. That's little things I think of when doing design that matters. I like that shadow. I'm not sure if it's a new model. Do y'all know if it's new? Nick, vacation's been going great, man. It's been relaxing. Had a real good lunch at a place down here yesterday. Perfect seafood. I couldn't have asked for better seafood. It was great. It was actually called DeSoto's Seafood. Let me see. But yeah, man, it was spectacular. Here's I had the broiled seafood plate, and it came with well, here, let me just show you here. This is DeSoto's seafood. Awesome place. Let me see. DeSoto's seafood kitchen. They had a 4.5 rating, which is hard to keep up in a little town that has a bunch of tourists nowadays, because everybody wants to complain about something. Voted best lunch and best dinner 14 years in a row. People's Choice. One thing that's super cool, in the South down here, sweet tea is a big thing. And people in the North don't even realize how important sweet tea is. But when I walked in to order and I sat down, the lady asked me if I would like some sweet tea instead of asking me what I would like to drink. So I felt that was a little bit odd. So come to find out, when I got the bill, the sweet tea was free. So they give away sweet tea just free, like water, which is pretty awesome. But I got the broiled seafood platter here, which is, let's see, flounder almondine, scallops, and fresh shrimp broiled in butter. And man, it was so good. I mean, it was superb. And then the sides I got were au gratin potatoes and corn fritters. And their au gratin potatoes, I swear, like the best in the world. Like, it was, $20 for the meal, full seafood plate. They didn't charge me for my sweet tea. The sides were awesome. Anyway, I was really impressed with DeSoto's. So if you ever come to Orange Beach or Gulf Shores, make sure to hit up DeSoto's Seafood Kitchen. All right, back to knives. Yeah, did you see what else they had on their menu? They had all that stuff, mister. Yeah, everything about it was excellent. I need to go on there and give them a 5-star so they maintain that good rating. This buck, man, I'm still wanting to try one out, see how it feels. What is the ray gun? Is that a breakdancing knife? Some people will understand the reference, some people won't. What is this new version of the Bel Air Magna Cut with black PVD, black G10? Huh. What is this fixed blade? Kershaw fixed blade? That's weird. What else we got here? Launch 22. Huh. That's all right looking. It fits in with the other launch series. Launch Iridium? What? They got a launch Iridium now? Have they always had that, or is that new? That's got to be new. I like to see how the lockup feels on it. Because I love the Iridium, but I'm good with the crossbar. Bel Air XL. What? I love the Bel Air too. How big is the blade? 3.4. It's not really a XL, but might have to check one of those out on Knife Swap. Good morning, Mitchell. How are you doing, sir? Our stream is going way better today. I had to move inside instead of trying to be beachfront. And the camera, there's still something going on with their network, because I still can't get it exactly right. Like my phone won't stream my IV cam doesn't stay connected, but it will work for a minute. So we ought to see the beach for a minute. Then it'll cut out. I don't know what's up with that, but it is what it is. Yeah, the ocean's been already cut out. The ocean has been surprisingly quiet and smooth. Yeah, it just popped back in when I came back inside, but it cut off. Got a nice little kitchen here though. Got all my stuff set up over here. They had a bunch of cool books on the shelf over here. We got this is a pull-out sofa. I, of course, don't need it. But yeah, it keeps working for a little while, and then when I go outside, it's almost like they have like the, you know, you were saying they might have the Faraday walls, like where they block signals from moving places. So that makes a lot of sense. And as soon as I go outside, you know, you reconnect. Yeah, see, it just cut off again. When I walk back in, it reconnects. Weird. Yeah, it cuts off as soon as I go outside. So those Faraday walls might be part of the reason. But anyway, back to what we were doing. Friday the 19th, that's my birthday, Sever. I should buy one, for my birthday. Yeah, Friday's my birthday. I didn't. No, I don't want to UV light the couch. No, thank you. There's that nano shark. Oh, thank you, Sever. Yeah, that's why I'm down here, birthday trip. Tomorrow we're going to work on getting the fixed blade all rounded up and pretty. So that'll be cool. Still haven't decided how I'm going to transition down to the blade, but we're going to round it up. I figure we will take we will get it all matched up with all the lines of the blade tomorrow, as far as the outside edges go. So we'll do that with the scales on the knife. And then I think I might take the scales off the knife and screw them together, and then start working on rounding them over. But then I want to put them back on because I don't want to take too much off. I want it to be comfortable in the hand, so I'll put them back on. We'll do a little bit with them off to keep them both even, you know, get the front rounded a little bit, get the sides rounded just a little bit, and then put them back on and see if we need to take off any thickness. But we're going to get the handles try to get them all finished up tomorrow, except for putting the lanyard hole in the back. Do that when we get back home. And working on, then we start on the blade grind, and then we got to do the heat treat and the temper, and then the sharpening, and then the cutting. So yeah, that'll be cool. Man, I'm so glad the stream went better today than it did yesterday. It hasn't budged off the green. It shows me in OBS here. Let me just show you. So in OBS, it has a little meter down here in the bottom. It shows me, hold on. So right down here in the bottom where it says dropped frames, it tells me how many, what my upload speed is, and as long as those green bars stay in the green there, then we're good. It also tells me how long we've been streaming, what amount of CPU I'm using, but the dropped frame is 0.0%, so it hasn't dropped a single frame this whole broadcast. And then the rest of it over here is my sources and my audio levels. And then I get to see what y'all see. And then the chat is up in the top right. But that's how OBS looks on my laptop. A little behind the scenes for y'all. What else we got? There's another fixed blade, Kaiser, John Jordan, fast mids. Oh, Jordan, Johan Jordan fast mids fixed blade. What else we got? I think I like that one better as far as colors go. Yeah, that was pretty cool looking. Looks a little bit like a bigger version of the par, or pretty close to the same as the par. See what else we got here. Got some weird names coming out. What's up? Cornell Kiss Quartz fixed blade. Got a lot going on with the names. That one's pretty cool too. What's the size on that one? 3.1 inch blade, huh? I might have to actually check that one out. I really do like it. Uh-oh, I like this one too. The Staphylococcus. That's the Staffy. Osho Staffy. Is that one of their X series? What is the number on it? I don't see the model number, but I bet it's one of their X series. No, I don't. Maybe not, because there's the model number. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What size was it again? 3.3. There's a prettier version for you DLC and fat carbon guys. Chocolate Glacier. Mars Valley. What we got here? Yeah, that Rays. That's one Sever liked. It's one of those long and skinny ones. There's a nice little slip joint. Let me look at this. Oh, is that clear acrylic in the middle? I guess it is. Huh. The trestle. I guess kind of curious why they're calling it the trestle. You build a house with trestles. Got a nice little Kaiser slip with a belt loop. Pretty cool looking little knife too. Looks like they have quite a few versions of it. And there's the seagull that Fred was talking about, he grabbed. Bet that's comfortable too. Oh, tan aluminum handles. That's why they looked kind of weird in that other picture. Well, that's cool. That front flipper looks super easy. Looks like if you breathed at it wrong, it might front flip. It was way out there. Yeah, if you can't front flip a knife, buy that one. Now you can. Yeah, I like the lines on that though. I love the recessed flipper tab so it doesn't show up when the knife is opened. I've talked about that often, how they cut off that corner there to put the flipper tab in so that when you open it, it sits flush with the, it sits flush with the scale there, which is perfect because that's how knives should look. And they can easily cut out this corner up here and do that with flipper tabs on all knives, but they don't. Whenever they cut out this little top corner, it makes it where it lines up when it's open. So that's cool. I'm not sure who the first to do that was, but EMP EDC definitely does it. And everybody's kind of been jumping on since then. Well, all right, guys. I'm going to go hit the pool and the sauna and the hot tub and enjoy my vacation. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm glad I was able to talk better with y'all today and not get so stressed. Nick, Vero was the first. Yeah. Vero, I wish all companies would kind of do it, but I guess, you know. But I hope you gentlemen have a great Wednesday. We will work on the fixed blade tomorrow. Yeah, I kind of like the Seagull too, Pete. Hey, while you're here, Pete, have you ever had one of those little Shiro clones that I gave you? Have you felt one of those? How did it feel to you? Size and everything. I know you're busy, Pete, but I wanted to hear your feedback on that little knife I sent you. If you like the size of it. I didn't know if you'd ever had any Shiro clones, but that's like a F95 clone, I believe, and it's very similar to a lot of the shape and length and size. And I don't think it had too bad of action either. I think it needed a little oil maybe. I think I put a little oil on it, but it was kind of making a noise. The detent ball was scraping, but other than that, I wondered what you thought of it. I guess this one just is, washer knives sometimes just do not want to shake close. You just have to use your finger. Good old Strider quality. But it was either that or have lock rock. Because when I release pressure, it starts rocking pretty bad. You can actually hear it. Oh, Tommy, the Mini Quantum is very nice. The only problem with it, here, let me pull it out real quick. I got to figure out where it is anyway, because we got to do a little bit of a mod to it tomorrow. Where is it? Come on. Oh, here it is. So the Mini Quantum, the only problem with it is this lock bar access, lock bar relief. I mean, not the relief, the gets in the way of trying to reverse flick it. So the fact they put a blade hole in it is kind of pointless when you can't reverse flick it. So you have to grind that down to where I've already ground it down, but we're going to shape it a little better to match the hole and get it rounded. You can see where I've ground on it. But they don't have many knives that have a blade hole in them. But the action is great with the flipper tab. And you can reverse flick it if you get your finger in there right. There you go. And I think after I take off a little bit more material, it'll make it even easier. There you go. So I'm just going to remove a little bit more of this so it gets out of your way, so your finger can get in there to that hole. But it's kind of a small, there you go. If you get the further down you go, the easier it is. But if we go look, before we end real quick, I don't mind looking one last thing. If you go to AliExpress and look at the, well, let's just go to Reddit. See, I don't know if Reddit is logged into my account. I couldn't ever get logged in yesterday. I don't guess we have to be logged in. Let's see. Chinese knives. So, Mini Quantum. So right here, this is the guy that first did the mod. So he's already removed it there. Let's find somebody else that shows one without it removed. So you can see, dang it, I can't, there's not a picture of it closed. But right there, you can see that it sticks way up. I don't think they have it on the AliExpress. They can't show the lock mechanism. Maybe they show the side of it. See if they show it closed here. Yeah, so you can see how much it covers the hole. Hold on. That's what she said. Let me open this in a new window so we can see the picture better. So you can see how much it sticks out behind the hole there compared to mine where you can see right through it. So it really blocks that hole. You have to remove quite a bit. I hope you can see that, but now when you look down through mine, you can see I've already removed all that, so you can get your finger in there. But that one, so I've already smoothed it out, pretty much the same as the blade shape, the blade hole. But we're going to round it out and fix it to where it looks a little nicer on these edges right here. The way it's shaped, it's kind of weird. But anyway, we're going to try to fix that tomorrow. After we grind on this, since I got the grinder out, we'll grind on that. All right, guys. I'm really finished this time. I promise. Y'all have a great Wednesday. We will do it again tomorrow. thank y'all for hanging in with me yesterday with the terrible stream, and we'll know we have to do it in here from now on. I will see y'all tomorrow and then again on my birthday, and hope y'all have a good one. Peace.